You would never know that there's a doll in there. But you see, well, sorry, it's a knitting needle I'm using as a dowel. So you see, I think that's cute and it's great. So if you want to learn how to make this and apply this same technique to your curtains in your home, to your doorways, to your closets, to your bathroom, to a hallway where you want to separate the living room from the hallway that leads to the bedrooms, you can use the same technique. With that being said, stay tuned. As promised, we are making a closet. Yes, we are. We are making a closet. I decided to do the same thought process as the curtain with a tension rod that's inside of the frame without damaging anything in a regular home. And I decided to use this box. This is a Vans 9.5 box, my daughter's sneaker box. I went ahead and poked some holes in it. You don't want to do that like I did. You want to measure from down below how far you want to have your rod for the curtain. I went ahead and just poked my knitting needle through. So not only do you want to measure from the top down, you want to measure from the front in. So there's two ways to measure it in. Also, we're going to take measurements internally. So as a tension rod, just make believe we're making this curtain for this doll. We want to measure the inside as width-wise and height-wise. So I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to show you how to measure this, all right? Also, my fabric I'm using is the same as the curtain in back of us. Yes, why not? So here's my box. And again, this is just a simple sweet box. I have a 12-inch, this is a 6x12 grid. So I am measuring the inside. I want to put my ruler on the inside, and it's 8 3/4. So it's 8 3/4, and I want it to gather, so I need it to be bigger than 8 3/4, right? So 8 3/4. You want to write down your measurements on a piece of paper. 8 3/4 width. Right? So I don't want it to be straight, I want it to be gathered. So I want to take it to maybe 12 across. 12 inches across. Okay? Now we're going to measure the height. So this is right away 12 inches up to here. So I have this much finger width. So now I'm going to leave my fingers there. 12, 13, 14. So it's about 14 inches inside in height. So it's 14 up and down, which is perfect. Not a problem. Okay? Now what we're going to do is I want to draw this out. So I have a little from the top seam, so I definitely want to keep it like a little 1/2 inch on top, enough for the dowel, and then the rest. Everything has to add up to 14 inches. So I'm just drawing it because this is where the stick is going to be, the dowel or the curtain rod. And this is like a little ruffle on top, and then you have on the bottom. Okay? And we're using my peaking shears, so there's no hemming needed. All right? Simple and sweet. So we have my material. I want to, no offense, we want 12 inches. So I am doing this on the fold. Trying to do this on a good fold. Okay, here we go. We have a fold right here. Okay? It's folded, so I want 12 inches in. I want 14 inches going up and down, which is fine. 14, 15, 16. So I want 16 inches. Let me get my other grid. So we want 6 inches coming in. This isn't folded in half, so we have it right here. Right? Now we're going to measure down. We're going to fold this down, okay, till it measures the 14. Okay, let's see what we have here. Maybe I cut too much, I don't know. Of course I did. So we're not gonna do a ruffle, but we're just gonna do something simple. We could do it, just something. For all intents and purposes, I cut less than what I was supposed to. I should have cut more. So, I'm folding it over. I'm folding over a seam allowance of 1.25 inches. Make sure your machine is threaded and that you have enough bobbin. Your bobbin is wound and you have your thread of choice. I'm using this basic color white. It's quite all right by me. So I am making sure to lift my needle, make sure my thread is in the back. I am making sure that I bring my presser foot down. And again, we are sewing as close to the edge as possible without going out. So I think this is a 1/4 inch. This is perfect. Now what we're doing is we're gonna sew against this edging right here on the top part. Bring your presser foot and the top edge against the material. Bring your needle down, bring the back. Your presser foot is your guideline for your stitching. You should be able to see your presser foot and the seam match together. So now this is what we've created. I don't know if you can see the threads. This is the top part of the ruffle. This is where the dowel or the curtain rod would be, and this is the bottom seam. This is how it looks on the wrong side. This is how your curtain should look. Take these steps and follow it.